What's going on, guys? It's your boy ShadyMikeGaming, and welcome to a special Christmas edition of Modding Monday. If you don't know what Modding Monday is, this is a series on my channel where I take you guys through my favorite mods coming out of the 2K modding community. This series is brought to you by the 2K Modding Society, that is our 2K Modding Discord. We just hit a really cool milestone, 11,000 members. It's cool to see, even though I haven't been covering a ton of mods here on the channel, that community is continuing to grow. So if you need help, installing mods, or just want to come hang out and chat, talk sports, things of that nature, the Discord is a really great place to be. The link is in the description, as it is in all of my videos, so make sure you do join over there. We got our members only area coming soon, beginning of 2023, so can't wait for that. It's going to be just another way to continue to grow our channel. One thing I wanted to say too, if you don't know how to install mods or need help with that, I made a modding tutorial. It's like 40 minutes, but it's got timestamps and all. It's very in-depth and detailed. I'll make sure that's linked in the description. That way you'll know how to install all of the mods that we're going to talk about in today's video. So the big question that I've been getting is Shady, what's going on with the modding community? You're not covering it that much. Is it dead and things of that nature? And this is all I have to say. It is no secret a lot of people have switched over to next gen, guys, but the reality of the situation is the gameplay gap between next gen and current gen is not as big, I think, as some of us initially thought. And also there was a little bit of a support gap, right? 2K was kind of focused on next gen and updating it more than PC. And even that gap has started to close a little bit, because 2K in general has just been kind of slacking with player likeness updates. So you talk about the ability to mod on the PC, get yourself a good slider set, and then all of a sudden, with a nice reshade and lighting, which we're going to talk about in today's video, you got yourself a pretty epic experience here, as it turns out. So we're going to talk all about that and how to get your game looking amazing, some awesome new features and things of that nature. So I forgot to say too, guys, make sure if you like the video, subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you don't miss any of our future content. But other than that, guys, let's go ahead and get right into the mods. All right, guys, so for the first mod, or I should say mods that we're going to look at for today, we're going to talk about two mods that add a full, complete ESPN presentation to your NBA 2K23. So these two mods they're two separate mods, but they pretty much do the same thing and they work very well together. So the first mod, it's called the ESPN presentation pack by a modder named Lichin34, and this one's a little bit hard to showcase, so I'll make sure I have some screenshots and stuff popping up, but this adds a bunch of small ESPN logos and branding throughout your NBA 2K23 presentation. So anytime there's a cut, it adds the ESPN watermark in the top left corner, which might be hard to see in my gameplay because I use depth of field, so it's a little bit blurred. It adds ESPN to the broadcast desk where Ernie, Shaq, and Kenny are sitting. It adds what's called a wipe, an ESPN wipe, where it's that little transition animation. I'll make sure it plays on the screen. So it just adds a bunch of ESPN branding together. Now, it also adds an ESPN scoreboard, and don't get me wrong, it is really good, but that's where our second mod comes in. This is the official ESPN scoreboard by a modder named Den2K. We all know Den2K. We featured him on the channel multiple times. Fantastic modder. But this, guys, this is insane. So the scoreboard that you're seeing on the screen does not come with that first presentation pack. This is a standalone scoreboard by Den2K. 2K. It looks incredible. It looks just like the real one that you see on TV. All the pop-ups from, you know, being in the penalty or someone getting a shooting foul or something like that are accurate. It's incredible. But guys, my favorite thing about this scoreboard, which is literally incredible, is it's dynamic. So the scoreboard, what Den 2K is, he actually programmed it to, when you are in your franchise, you see on the bottom right when it'll say like ESPN Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, it'll actually grab from the game, from the calendar, which day you're playing on. And it'll say like, hey, it's, you know, it's Friday or ESPN Sunday or something along the lines of that. So I haven't really seen anything like that before. It's incredible. So he did a phenomenal job on that. So special shout out to both Lichen34 and Den 2K for adding this ESPN presentation. Both of these mods are really easy to install. It's basically plug and play to really give you some awesome, just an awesome overhaul to your game. Now guys, I don't even want to skip over it because I'm sure everyone in here is looking at this game and saying, hey, you know, Shady, your 2K on PC looks pretty phenomenal. And it does. Yes, it does. And so, you know, if you guys are wondering what lighting I'm using, I am using Galaxy lighting by Neurosos. I hope I'm saying his name right. Guys, lighting is lighting. You see the details. You're going to see the details throughout this whole video. So I just wanted to give a special shout out because that's the lighting that I'm using for 2K23. I do think this is my favorite lighting right now. It looks phenomenal. It seems to not have a super huge performance hit, so it looks good, it plays good, it's smooth. It comes with its own built-in reshade, which is awesome. I use that one. Sometimes I'll switch between that one and Samuel's RTGI V2, which I have linked in the Discord as well. So a bunch of different options to again bring an extremely high definition next gen look to your game. It looks phenomenal. So guys, next up, what I wanted to talk about is the global that I've been using. If you don't know what a global is, the global is basically a file that, globally affects your game. So I've been using the Next Global V2.0 by a modder named Chensisi. I hope I'm saying that right. Chensisi's been around for a while. We've been using, a lot of their mods for years now, and this global is pretty phenomenal. So like I said, the global affects a bunch of different textures and things of that nature. We're talking eyeballs, eyes, headbands, skin texture, sweat, muscles, just a whole lot in the game. Even like lighting when you're editing your players in the main menu. But the lighting mods are fantastic and they're always good. But if you pair it with a good global, which I think adds some really nice sweat here, it can really, really, really take your game to the next level. That's why I wanted to share this with you guys, because I knew that you guys would have some questions about that. Now, next up, and this is definitely a subtle effect, but a lot of people have been, are probably going to be looking at this video. Hey, the lighting's great, the global's great, the sweat is great. Man, those quartz are sharp too. And yeah, they're very sharp. These are phenomenal quartz. Guys, I'm using a quart pack by a modder named Drian9K. He's got a quart pack for a 30 team quart pack that's got high definition quartz for every single team in the league, with the Bill Russell branding, with the ads. You can get them with the national ads, the national TV version, which doesn't have the ads, or the local TV version, which does have the ads. I love the ads. I've always liked the ads, so I use the ones with the ads, as you can see. Oh my goodness, these are some of the highest quality quartz that we've seen. Special shout out to Drian9K. Make sure you guys get this quart pack, because it's one of the easiest ways to significantly upgrade the look of your game. All right, guys, so next up, we've showed 5 mods so far, and I want to close this out with 5 more mods. I want to go cyber faces here, and I don't mean to, I don't want to turn this into a negative video, but what 2K has done, or rather, excuse me, not done, in terms of player likeness updates is a little bit tough, but that's one of the big things with the modding community that's awesome. So there are a couple of guys that I wanted to take a look at and share with you guys. So first up, we have Anthony Davis, and I was looking at Anthony Davis while I was doing my Anthony Davis jump shot fix on the PS5, and I was like, he looks terrible in this game. But luckily we've got Drian 9K again. He's really been carrying the game. He's got an Anthony Davis with a bunch of different hairstyles. So yeah, as you can see, we've got a lot of different options. He's got like short braids, and he's got like long braids. He's got the afro when, AD has his hair out, and then he's got like kind of the short afro where he's got his hair cut. We haven't really seen that since New Orleans, but then he's got the cornrows with the headband. That's the key, the cornrows with the headband, which is what I think AD's been rocking as of late. But either way, guys, you can just rock your favorite AD look, guys. This is such good work from Drian, just to give us options on arguably, one of the best big men in basketball. So AD is such a phenomenal player, and I wish 2K had done something to get him updated, but shout out to Drian for really picking up the slack and getting right into it. All right, guys, so moving on, we're going to talk about another all-star caliber player who's been neglected. This is one of my favorite players from Duke, Brandon Ingram, who's a phenomenal player. I know he's been hurt as of late, but he does have a new look, and he's been rocking the afro. Now, my problem with this one is, Ingram's been rocking the afro like all year, even in the off season. So I was really hoping to see an update for Ingram by the official 2K. We didn't get it. That's okay. Our man Away, I hope I'm saying his name right. We have an awesome Brandon Ingram update. It's got the beard, it's got the afro. I wonder if it's even got a body model update, because it looks so premium. But one thing I really like too is he's got updated tattoos on his neck as well. So really just the full package here from Away. Shout out to him. Ingram's one of my favorite players. So, to get him looking right is fantastic. And, Brandon Ingram's going to be my next jump shot fix. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, man, we got this good cyber face. I might have to make this jump shot video on PC instead of next gen, because the cyber face looks so good. So shout out to Away on that. All right, guys, next up, we're going to look at, obviously, no debate here, the most neglected player in the game for a few years now, Anthony Edwards. And we got an Anthony Edwards by a modder named S-Bug. Special shout out to him. We've got a bunch of different options here for Anthony Edwards. He's got kind of like an afro. There's like a mini fro. And then he's kind of like the braids. So we've got a bunch of different options for Anthony Edwards. It's actually 7 different hairstyles. Maybe I'll have them scroll all the way through, but this is a body model update, this is a face update, and this is a hair update as well. Obviously, I actually honestly don't know what to say about how 2K could leave Anthony Edwards looking as bad as he does in game. I was taught when I was young, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. So we will just move on. Special shout out to S-Bug for getting the #1 pick in the draft, looking right. He's definitely the future there in Minnesota. He's a phenomenal player. I'm glad that we're finally able to do him justice. All right, so those were a few guys that I felt really needed the most love in terms of some of these cyber faces. But next, I just wanted to have some fun and share with you guys some that really piqued my interest. Next, guys, we have Victor Wembanyama, aka Wemby, by a modder named Yang Fui. I think he's like 7'2" or 7'4". He's extremely tall, foreign prospect. He's supposed to take the league by storm next year. I think we're all really excited to get him in the league. And if you can't wait and you want to, make a draft class and put him in the game, guys, we have a literally incredible Wembanyama cyberface here that captures his likeness. Like to think that this isn't face scanned is pretty incredible. So this is a really good looking cyberface. Even a cool small detail in the back. It's got a little W cut into his hair. I'm not sure if he actually has that or not, but I love it. I love details like that. And even just creative stuff like that. So this is an awesome mod if you guys want to do something and try and recreate this special kid in NBA 2K23. And guys, next up, guys, we've got Bronny James by Beam Stone, kind of sticking with well, I don't want to say fictional because they're real people, but some guys that aren't in the league just yet, but you guys know they're coming to the league and they're gonna come really strong. And so Bronny, what can you say? He's the son of one of the best players ever. The hype is real, and it's gonna be fun to see how he carves his own path into the league. I think it would be really cool to assign this cyberface to like your my player and maybe like run through the my player as Bronny James. I don't know. I don't play my career, so I don't know if the story would make sense or not. But nonetheless, like I don't know if you meet LeBron James in the my careers, that would be weird. But just to have such a high quality cyberface of Bronny in 2K23 is just incredible. So a special shout out to Beam Stone for the Bronny cyberface. And guys, that is gonna do it. Thank you for all the support on all the videos this year. Everybody here has been incredible, whether you're here for sliders or jump shots or mods. I just appreciate all the support on all the videos, guys. Be sure on your way out to like the video, guys. Follow me on all of my social networks at ShadyMikeGaming. But other than that, guys, I am signing out. Enjoy the holiday season. Peace. Threes.